So it's about a week or so after the general election. Today is Tuesday, November, whatever the date is. What's that? The 12th? 7 days, 5, yeah. 5, 7, 12. It's a week or so. Today is Tuesday, November the 12th. And, everybody's still in the uproar about the outcome of this election. And you got a lot of people, especially people who, like me, feel some type of way. They feel the type of way, you know what I mean, about how this thing turned out. And I'm gonna keep reiterating this point because I've made this point once before on the live. If you're a person of a certain age like me, who is like me, you done seen this already. You know, this is nothing new, and so you shouldn't be so upset. You know, all these emotions that you're emoting, it's unseemly, man. What's wrong with you folk? All right, are any of you familiar with Dr. Amos Wilson? You know, and he penned a treatise, the blueprint for Black America, and what we should look for and how we should proceed collectively. What we should look for in a candidate, in a national candidate, state and local as well, and how we should move in that collective energy. Are any of you familiar with Randall Robinson and what he said concerning what we should expect, and then also how we should move? And we've yet to do it, but then we continue to expect that two-party system to be a savior for self and kind. It ain't gonna happen. And so we got a lot of these people with platforms, these media types who now have, crossed over to the internet side of things, and they're using their platform to voice their displeasure with how some of us have chosen to, move in this particular election cycle. Don't misinterpret what I'm saying. Agent Orange, not never. I'm from the East Coast. I know who he is. I lived in Atlantic City when he had his name on those casinos because he didn't own them entirely and outright. And all he did was run them into the ground. And prior to that, he had history in, redlining and not allowing people like me inside residential dwellings that him and his father had procured in New York City. And he has a history of, he has a litany of things that he's not in line with humanity. Okay, his humanity is lacking sorely. Okay, he's the epitome of a knuckle dragger. So there's no way in the world I would ever, consider that person. He's not even a politician. He's just the archetype of a man of a certain age, of his type, from America and born in America. He's that thing, and he's a puppet. But you have these people who have these platforms, these media types, who are so thoroughly blue and through, that they can't see clear. They're so blue that they can't see clear. They are so muddled and befuddled, but want to present themselves as, someone who is intellectually savvy, and they don't got a clue because they're being angry and perturbed at people who look like me, who decided to see themselves differently. And again, this is not an advocation for Agent Orange, because I vote, and I didn't choose to vote for Agent Orange or Kamala Imhoff. Okay, there was another candidate, and that candidate Jill Stein was the one candidate who spoke out against that continued atrocity that's occurring in Palestine, or in Gaza specifically, and throughout that region against those Palestinians, those Palestinian people, all right, who are from that land. And what the Zionists are doing to them, one of these people, the one over here on the left, said, do what you do to the Palestinians. Said it to the Zionists, continue to do what you do. While the other one on the right said, hurry up and get it done to the Palestinians. Do what you got to do to the Palestinians. Get them up out of here. They said this to the Zionists. Nah. Jill Stein said something different. And she also had an agenda for men like me. All right? So she was a dove. We had these hawks. Simple for me. So you got these people who are running around who are clearly shills for the Democratic Party, who are calling other people plants. But you a shill. You down with the bullshit. You clearly down with the bullshit. You took an L, right? You took an L to a fucking fascist demagogue, and you can't take it. Well, the reason that you took the L is because for 90 years, you've been lying, all right? The donkey party been lying to people like me, federalizing us, right? Not giving us any independence. And now, when people choose to be independent and say, okay, now I'm going to think for myself based on current social dynamics all around us, we all know what they are. Everybody got a wallet in the pocketbook, especially us, you know, so-called middle-class people who got to go to work every day, you know, and got to go to the gas pump at the grocery store, you know, those things. It's problematic. Then you have this mass invasion of people, and then you have these other people, you know, who are, because another Democratic president gave them carte blanche. He gave them gravitas. He gave them energy. And so now they run around here bullying the world. Better not say nothing to them. Because you're going to get canceled. What the fuck is getting canceled? What the fuck that mean? So I ain't got no energy for none of them. But I'm here to address specifically and particularly those people who choose to be those media types, who choose to be on these internet platforms, who want to now come for black folk, people like me, men in particular, about how we chose to address ourselves, our individual right, our franchise. That's my franchise. I get to do what the fuck I want. I'm not voting lockstep with you. When I know y'all choosing the wrong way to go. It was clear. And a lot of us understood that. And so we chose to go the other way. Now for me, again, there was no choice in these alleged polar opposites that are not flip sides of one coin. In fact, not in theory, in reality, because they're all a part of that process. And even that third party person that I chose to vote for might be seen as the same, but they chose that person, her and her running mate chose to say the things that needed to be said that would give me cause to reflect and look, because those are my interests. My interests were aligned with her ideation. And so that's what I chose to do. There was no way I was going to vote for that chameleon from California or Agent Orange from New York. Not going to happen. That's sucker shit. Agent Orange still got charges. Not even charges, excuse me. A sentencing coming up in December. Yeah, hold on to that. And for all you people who still crying tears for Kamala Inhofe, the California chameleon, man, miss me with that. Get it together, man. Get it together. She don't even rock with you. She said, I'm not doing nothing specifically for black people. And I understand that, legally she can't, because that would be seen as, biased. I get all that. At the same time, they continue to give other people and allow other people and intrigue. You see, they allow them to have and give and looked at us like, hey, y'all, y'all, we just gonna use y'all because y'all numbers. You know what I mean? So when people start tired of being the numbers, start choosing to be, intellectually savvy unto themselves, now y'all got a problem with it. And I'm talking to you shills. Y'all the problem. Karen, Roland, the rest of you, DL, Kamala Imhoff throwing bum ass rappers, a chick who used to be a stripper in the Bronx, New York, throwing up on stage, and these people have done this, consistently. And I mean, this girl's a whole idiot, man. Like, really, man, really. And I'm supposed to align myself with that? Nah, not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. You know what I mean? And so stop. You calling people plants, but you a shill, which means that you advocate for that thing no matter what. And they might be hitting you with a coin or two or shekel. So you're gonna take your shekel and you're gonna talk against your own interests while saying that, you with the interest. You with the interest of us. You're not. You with the interest of them. You're still down with the two-party alignment. All right? What appears to be something different that's not. Stop. Devils, all y'all. All y'all. Remember the Boys to the Hood? We told everybody, y'all from Africa? All y'all. All y'all down with the BS, man. Except those of us who choose to be independent thinkers on our own accord, standing 10 toes down on our feet. Taking care of our own. Everything inside that circle is mine. Everything outside that circle, y'all can have it. You know what I mean? That's just grown man-ish. That's just where I'm at with it. So, this is just my little contribution to, I'm letting all y'all know, all y'all alleged media pundits, I'm giving that alleged because I'm seeing y'all now for what y'all are, not what y'all appeared to be. Deep, man, unalike. Yeah, y'all ain't about that, man. Y'all ain't with us. Y'all ain't with us because you can't be that upset because people have chosen to be independent of the mockery and the buffoonery. And y'all walking around here gnashing teeth and crying tears and carrying on. Man, miss me with all that, man. Come on, man. Tighten up. Tighten up. You consider yourself learned as if you're the only people who pick up a book and read. You're not. As if you're the only people with discernment and understanding. You're not. All right? You're not. Be clear on that. I'm a man of a certain age. Been here, from here. Seen this. I was a child when Nixon was president. I was a young man when Reagan was president. Agent Orange, compared to them two, he falls short because they had an agenda that was entirely, created to minimize me and mine. All he's doing is creating show, smoke and mirrors, dog and pony. It's not real. So stop stressing, crying, all this, you talking about reproductive rights, making that the whole, the preeminent issue, when all the states that voted for him en masse also had legislation that allowed for women's productive rights. They gave them their productive rights in the state, again, as it should be. That's where your sovereignty lies, in the state, your individual state, your commonwealth and in your state. It's a real thing. I ain't making this up. I mean, and there's other issues. There's a myriad of other, there's just multiple issues. But at the end of the day, all of you who were advocating for Kamala Imhoff, the California chameleon, and y'all feelings a little bit hurt now, grow up and get over it. Because this is a cycle. This is a repetitive cycle. And there ain't nothing new under the sun. So you've seen this already. Get it together. Get it together and stop coming for people. And check your own self. That's where the problem at. You and your view. Principal Resilience TV. Like, share, comment, subscribe. This is what we doing. Peace.